Shema. Hello everyone. I'll be getting started in a minute. Just gonna get a couple of drinks and then we can get started, okay? Hello everyone. I'll be getting. The plan for today is to start off with deeper Iksupan. I got a Mitmasia pray for free this morning, so we're going to make use of it. Afterwards at 9 p.m. we're going to do a short break for Soulpit. Going to be doing 20 easy cores. That's only going to take a few minutes. And then we'll go back to the Soulpit, back to the Iksupan to finish off the bestiary on these guys. This is the last one I'm missing, so I want to do that one. Hello, Rubanos, hello. We've got 32 minutes of a boost left, so it'll be good to finish that before the Soulpit at 9. Should be able to. And hopefully tomorrow level 400. We'll see. Maybe. And then from Tuesday or Wednesday, big soul gear testing. I know. I do actually want to get the Soulpit sorted on this guy. I'm still hoping that, cause, I want to play this character for a long time. So it's kind of stupid not to have the Soulpit. Anyway, I'm hoping they're going to remove it from raw experience after my proposal. We'll see. The Sanctuary will leave a carpet like the Paladin's one. I don't think it leaves a carpet, it leaves one SQM. It doesn't leave a 3x3, it leaves a 1x1, which is much worse. Anybody here? No. Oh. Activate it. think that's the gear. Bam, bam. And I guess we go. Get that virtue right. All right. Thank you, Rage Kemi. Welcome to the channel. I haven't tested Sanctuary now. No, I haven't tested any of those, to be honest. I think aesthetic at least definitely has uses for bossing. I think that one might be a bossing wheel. We're gonna have to see, but no, I haven't tested them, sorry. Don't worry, people will test them eventually. But now it's all about, you know, trying to EXP, not test stuff. That will change. It visually, yeah, it's like the carpet, but it's only 1 by 1. It's not 3 by 3, so it's a lot smaller and only works for the monk, I believe. Infernal Claw is better than the Lion Claw for the most part. Lion Claw is more defensive, but in Tibia, offense is the best defense, so. Best new duo? Probably, ooh. Probably not Paladin, because Paladins aren't very good on new servers. Probably EK Monk, I guess. Though Monk's not that great either. EK's not that great on a new server either. But probably Monk EK is the best duo. That's what I'd be going in a duo. Does any one of my videos show I'm working on a test server? Not that I remember. Maybe, but I wouldn't know where. And didn't test it very much. Yes, the Dwarven armor is very good. It doesn't have to be the tier doesn't do anything, but like just a T0 Dwarven armor, the extra 3% physical you can get in there, super good, in my opinion. A Rudry necklace better than plasma for this hunt. It's just more defensive, right? You know what? You're probably right. I mean, it's easy enough here. I'm just gonna switch. I'm gonna switch over to the collar. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the T1. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, you know what? The Marudri necklace you can use here when you first start, and maybe when you get used to the respawn. But yeah, I mean, it's so easy at this point. It's probably better to just go for me with a collar. The video of the Prime sub as well. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I think I overkilled a little bit this this first lap. Hopefully the respawn will start normalizing now. The first lap is always a bit awkward here. Is this occupied sanctuary better? Yeah, for the monk it is. For the monk it's perfect here. Better experience and similar profit. Maybe a little bit less profit than last stand, but it's really, really good experience. From what level are you able to kill Bakrigor? Don't know, not my content. I know people do it around 500-600-ish. I think, with a high level party. But I don't really know. Is this spawn good to RP? Yes. It's also good on Paladin. Not as good as the Monk, but it's a very solid alternative respawn for a Paladin as well. But the Monk is just really good because of the weakness to energy and the way the layout works. Which weapon would you recommend after Fists and Drachiku? Honestly, you're going to be using those for a long time. Destruction weapon at 200, I guess, is the next one you'd upgrade to. Other than that, yeah, I'm definitely overkilling a little bit to start with. Yeah, that's destruction weapon. Then you can get the Bambus Joe at 150 if you can afford it, if it exists on your server. But it's very hard to get. I just waited for the Cobra BO. Bakrigor as high as 1k before you can do it. Oh shit, okay, it's not the minis, right? It's Bakrigor's actual final. Yeah, probably higher. Yeah. Maybe do a pull-up Mitma. I was testing it a lot, and it wasn't worth. The only reason why I'm overkilling now is because I did the dodgy first lap. The respawn does normalize after a few laps, and then it's fine. But doing the pull-up Mitma did slow me down by like 100k raw. So I did stop doing it. Well, energy, ideally you'd have the Moon Spade at 250. That's probably the best one, but it's pretty expensive at the moment. But if you can get it, I would choose the Moon Spade. Yes, you can do the spawn on 300. Yep, especially with Lion Claws, should be quite easy. Make sure to be using the Marudri Bruges and the Prismatic Ring. You should be fine. Death Protection also very helpful. The only thing is, to make the most of this respawn, you need to kill Mitma Vanguard, you know, which can be a bit tricky with his massive explosions. That's something to keep in mind. This is your main monk, yes. Sea Serpents at level 90 for monk. I have heard a few things about Sea Serpents being really good. There was someone telling me in my YouTube comments today that Sea Serpents are like 1kk raw at level 60, which seems insane to me. I mean, I can kind of see it because of how low health they have, but still seems pretty crazy. So I do want to check out Sea Serpents on my monk at some point. But I haven't tested it, so I can't really recommend. Is this second part easier than entrance to the Mitma? Not strictly. The thing is, the first part, you have a lot of kiting room, so it's a little bit easier from that perspective. But here you have like fewer scouts, but you are kind of more closed in, right? I think they're about similar difficulty, just from a different perspective. Just from they're just slightly different, but probably similar difficulty overall. How much of a boost will the best in slot items out for 100 be? Probably fairly significant. I mean, the main difference will be having Soul Commas, which will actually just full on open up a few respawns that are just not accessible. Other than that, I'll just be profiting even more, I'd say. I'm already profiting like crazy, but with the better gear and better defenses, I'll probably be profiting even more. What's the wheel and virtue? The virtue at the moment I'm using for solo hunting is the virtue of justice. So the one that gives fist fighting, and the wheel, if you're going for virtue of justice, the wheel that goes with it is the wheel with chain penance targets. Because in the virtue of justice, you can do the rotation with 3 chain penance per rotation. So that scales very well with the chain penance extra hits. I think overall the best in slot items and like places where I already use energy are probably close to like 5-10% boost. And in a few places they just make them huntable in the first place. Like for example, I'll be able to go to Upper Rashamo, I'll be able to hunt falcons effectively, you know, deathlings, stuff like that. Which at the moment I can't really hunt very effectively. For Nagas, I think you definitely want the Cobra BO, like the added leech is very, very nice. Like, I mean, I have such an easy time at Nagas now, way easier than on like my 500-600 Paladin. You can hunt here from level 300, in my opinion. Some of the gear from level 300 is very nice. It makes this a lot easier. Also, the Inferno claws are very nice for this place, although not necessary. All the other energy weapons are fine as well. Hey, Patrick. That sounds like a bug. Very unfortunate. Mystic Jaguar spawning in a wall, unreachable. I'm not looking for that mount ever. It's painful enough to look for the Panther, never mind looking also for the Jaguar, not for me. Also not really ever into like achievements and I don't know, completionist, like stuff like that. Never spoke to me very much. One question, what skill should have on 110 level monk? I mean, there is no should or shouldn't have, like just make sure to offline train, and if you have some budget, just skill a bit more. It's a very strong vocation, you don't need any particular skill. I had probably like 80 fist on level 110 and I was like destroying everything, so don't overthink it. If you've got like ballpark like 90, then you're doing very well. The Mystic Jaguar, nice mount for the monk. I usually don't use mounts, I don't know. I don't like them visually, they pollute the screen a little bit for me. And the 10 movement speed is barely ever a breakpoint anyway. Why do I use exclusively spirit potions? I don't. I do it when I hunt hard-ish respawns. I don't need to use them here. And like I often say as well, I often use spirit potions when streaming because it's just one little thing that I don't need to worry about. I can look at the chat and answer questions more. But when I hunt off stream, I use mana potions way more often. But it does depend on the difficulty of the respawn. And you know, this is obviously fairly easy for me at this point. You still need their spirit potions sometimes, because sometimes these guys do still do a lot of damage. But yeah, you could probably mostly get away with using just great manas. Alright, we've cracked 5kk raw for the first time. It should be going up still a little bit because we had those few messed up pulls to start with. But now the respawn has reset. It should be fine. Should be going up to like 5.2, 5.3kk raw.
Intensify, blow like dynamite. Give it all tonight. Treat me good, I'll treat you right. Let me satisfy. I want your body, just say you want me to. I got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I really like this place. So yeah, we got the prey for free this morning, so I knew I had to come. And probably once I finish the bestiary today, which I will, I'll need 200 more scouts. Probably won't come here for quite a while, unless like there's a monster boosted or something like that. Like with boosted seers, this place would be absolutely insane. Even without the boosted seers, like with just the EXP prey, the experience is comparable to like Nagas. On Nagas, I'm doing about 19kk per hour with this kind of XP rate, and here I'm getting like 17.5. Pretty damn close, and Nagas are like unbelievable. What's up with my voice? In the evenings, my kids are sleeping, so I talk a little bit differently to not wake them up. Is it worth to buy the dark vision bandana? Yeah, I had it. I used it. I used it because it was the chain. It was the harmony virtue meta at that point. I think now with the virtue of justice meta, I would probably stick to using the level 70 helmet with the chain penance boost. It's probably better than the dark vision bandana at the moment. It's probably pretty close though. 20kk? What server are you playing on? Zuna? Yes, why else would I have children? Of course, that was the whole idea. How do you think I've afforded a soul Kamas already? Do you live in the UK? Not anymore. I used to for a long time, 13 years or so. $400 today now. The experience per level is going up quite quickly. It's slower and slower. We'll only hit like 2, maybe 3 levels today, I think. So we'll hit like 395 maybe. We'll hit maybe 395 today. And then maybe 400 tomorrow. 70 helmets is better than Jade Conical. Yes, of course. I don't know why people are buying the Jade Conical helmet. I don't see a use case for it. I think it's really bad. And people are buying it for like millions. It's odd. I would never use it over the level 70 helmet. You have a plan to grind a new server or you stay here? So this is going to remain my main monk. But yeah, I'll probably create a new monk on the new server as well. Just to see what it's like, you know. But I won't have very much time to play on top of this one. So I play maybe like 30 minutes a day on that one. So it won't get very far, but I'll play a little bit. Hey Bedu, great to hear, thank you. I don't do very much hunting content. I'm pretty sure like 400, isn't it still Cobras these days? Cobras, maybe starting some fire library or something, or ice library. Honestly, I'm not a team hunter, as you probably know, if you do like my content so much. But I'm not the best. I'm not the best person to ask, to be honest. Yeah, definitely. Chain Enjoyers definitely stay with the level 70 helmet. Very, very nice. I'm surprised they gave it such a good boost. That's why Monk's also going to be really good on new servers. Like they've got loads of built-in free gear. That's pretty damn good as well. And yes, the equipment on new servers for Monks will be insane. Like the first Drachaku, oh my god. Or the first Moonspade, you know, stuff like that will be mental. The first Soul Kamas. Although I'm not sure when the first Soul War quest will be done on that server, because they won't have all the necessary vocations because everyone's going to be playing Monk. Do I believe Tibia will be great again as it was before? I mean, Tibia is a different game than it was before, so it's kind of hard to compare. I think Tibia is great. I think it's come a long way. It's a totally different game. It's adapted to its time. Still, of course, has many shortcomings with the developer, but overall, it's in a great place, ultimately. Yeah, I think Tibia is great. Already. How good is the Moonspade? Yes. Well, the damage reflection is much higher on the Moonspade than on the Knights. The flat damage is higher, because, you know, you get hit a bit less. But yeah, it's very good. Actually adds up significantly. It's comparable damage boost to the Infernal Claws. They do about the same amount of damage. I need to make sure I don't miss my Soulpit window, by the way. I need to be there in 12 minutes. So in case I get carried away, please ping me. Yes, we're going to have a quick Soulpit break in 12 minutes, okay? I'm going to do like 20 really easy cores, you know, rats, sheep, this kind of stuff. So it won't be very long, but we'll do it. Thank you, Exarus. Hello, Passig. Oh good, oh good. Grinding to 400. Really excited. Just take a quick drink. Mitmar is good for EXP or loot. You mean this respawn? Drapers, is that the question you're asking? If this question is good for, wait, what? Oh, you're asking about the boss, because Mitmar generally refers to the boss, but I'm going to assume you mean this place. So this place is really good for experience. It's not as good as the top tiers. You know, it's a little bit worse than Asura Mirror, like 5% worse than Asura Mirror. About 10% worse than Naga's. But it's basically always free. It's not a popular spot, always available. You can hunt here for like 10 hours a day if you want, at least on my server. And profit is pretty good as well. It's like 800k per hour or so. And also very prey efficient, so that you can just apply one prey on the Mitmar Seers because they make up like 80% of the respawn. And you gain very high efficiency from that. Yeah, I just think it's just an overall great spot. Now, if I have a choice to go to Nagas, I still go to Nagas, but you know, the fact that this respawn is so close to it, and yet never hunted, I think is pretty great. What's the highest level you have? Highest level I had was about level 600 EK and 600 Paladin. That kind of range. I switch characters too often. I don't like the grind at high levels. I'm probably gonna beat that on the monk though in like 2 months. I do like the monk, and I'm planning to keep at it. What level you need to hunt here as monk? I recommend 300. The only thing is you need to kill Mitmar, which is kind of difficult. You need the shockwave amulets and energy ring to survive it. Hello. It was me. You think Jade Leg's over Dwarven and Asura? Probably. It's very close. Honestly, I think it probably won't make much difference, so just go with whatever. I think probably yes, but yeah, I don't think it'll have very much impact. Yeah, so this is not like the best spot, like I say, but the thing is the combination of like how prey efficient it is, of how unpopular it is, and still how the results are pretty damn good, I think makes this a very attractive spot. Like recently this has been my go-to spot when, you know, I don't have like Nagas available, and I've been very happy with it. I think RP or EK is better at 600. At 600, probably Paladin overtakes. So probably RP is better at that point. Not by much, because the EK is still very strong at that level, but Paladin starts scaling very well at that point. Paladin with charms at that level is starting to do some real serious damage. 5.2 raw, almost 5.3, almost 18 kk per hour with all the bonuses. All right, 20:54. Maybe we can do one more quick lap after this. And then I'm going to have to run to the Soulpit. The loot is nice here as well. The loot is nice here because it's very easy to sell. The main thing here, that's recently changed, is the gold brocaded cloths, right? Because that's used for the fist imbue. That's increased the profit recently here by quite a lot. Where are you from? I'm Polish, but I also have a dual nationality, British dual nationality, because I lived there for many years. Hence the English stream. What is the name of this place? It's in the stream title. Iksupan, Occupied Sanctuary. Thank you for the reminder, Rubenos. Thank you. I'm remembering. Ah, damn it, lost my collar. Minus 6kk, rip. Yes, fair enough. Easy mistake to make. E3, I would go for low blow, savage blow on the monk at least. I think also if you're that high level, your overpower probably becomes very good as well. So low blow, savage blow, overpower will probably be my like go-to 3 charms at high level. Yeah, probably T3 those. Although that's a huge investment. But the monk seems to benefit from low blow and savage blow very well. Level 600 paladin, oh, okay. That changes it a bit. Overpower is probably still very good, but you probably want to go for like the more standard elemental charms, to be honest. Divine Wrath, Freeze, Zap, Poison. Soulpit 2 minutes, yep. We're about to leave. We'll be very speedy. Look at this speed now. Hello, Tiger. Has there been any tests where elemental charms were better? No, they're just cheaper, more available. And yes, you get more You get more minor charms, right, with elementals, so that's good. Am I gonna get there before? Yes, I've got 30 seconds. Look at that timing. Excellent. Still had 18 seconds to spare, boys. This is peak efficiency. Hello, Maro. Cool. Thank you. Happy to hear that. At Naga's low blow. Yes, almost certainly. At Naga's, I'm using low blow, savage blow, and divine wrath. I'm not decided whether to put the divine wrath on the archer or on the warrior. But then definitely savage blow on the Makara and then low blow on one on the other ones as well. There's just 20 easy Soulpits. So it's going to be really quick. As soon as this guy comes back. And then we're going back to Occupied Sanctuary to finish this. And to finish this. I'm not going to be killing the actual fiendish thing at the end, not to burn stamina. Ooh, Renegade Chorus, those are actually kind of hard. Well, maybe not. Yeah, that Awakened TVs, that's why I don't know. I don't actually know that yet. On one hand, I want to use Low Blow as the better charm on the warrior. And then the Divine Wrath on the archer. On the other hand, the warrior has more health, and the Divine Wrath would also benefit a lot from that. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's very similar. First charm. I have a video. I have a video on monk charms. Let me pull it up real quick. I suggest you just have a read through this video because it kind of explains the logic behind it as well. And it, you know, it kind of gives you some options. Oh, Malcry with the 500 cheer. I didn't actually get a notification, didn't hear anything. Thank you very much. Sorry if I missed it. Thank you, Malcry. Appreciate it. Thank you. Makes the Soulpit a little bit less boring. How's your one going, Malcry? Did you see that we're going to have another double skill weekend in June? There's going to be a double skill event in May, June, and July. They're really trying to milk those monks a lot. I personally prefer hunting in Occupied Sanctuary on the monk. It's the layout is really perfect. So yeah, Last Stand, the entrance, it's called Last Stand, the entrance, that's also fine, and I hunted there as well, and it's good, but Occupy Sanctuary is better. Heavy milking tactics, yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm happy because I'll get some serious fist skills from that. But the people in the new servers who have to spend like 720 Tibia coins per weapon. Yes, great for Tipsoft. Only skill event. It's skill event coupled with rapid. So yeah, it's not EXP. There won't be double experience, but there'll be double skill and rapid respawn at the same time, which is going to be pretty fun. You can have lots of fun doing rapid stuff, which I love, and then you can just dummy train as well. I think that's fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm probably going to do about 2 a day during that event. So I guess that's about 60 KK for me as well. Best home for Monk, 310, Nagas, and Asura Mirror. Oh, are these strong or not? Oh, these are kind of strong. Have skill events even happened before? Just skill and no EXP? Because yeah, that kind of is what it's like, right? You just pay Tipsoft money to not have to play. Has that happened many times before? They're always usually with the double experience. Maybe it happened before once or twice. Yeah, by the way, in case you didn't know, like the main monster, the main Soulpit monster is the only one that grants experience. So if you're a stamina slave like me, and you've got like EXP prey, if you just don't attack the last one, you don't actually lose any stamina and stuff. So easy. Sorry, team. You don't play at all then, Malcry, during those events? You literally just do nine weapons and you just forget Tibia exists. I still like to play a little bit. Especially now that it's rapid respawn. I'm definitely going to play during rapid respawn. I love rapid respawn, so I'm going to do loads of bestiaries. And then just using fists whenever I'm not actually doing bestiary. You have a top level when you'll stop playing Monk? No. At the moment, no. I'll stop when I stop having fun. And when people stop enjoying watching me play it. One or both of those. This guy one-shot me? Probably not, right? He'll probably hit me for a few thousand. Maybe let's put Prismatic on just to be safe. I would love to hit level 1000 on the Monk. That would be a nice goal. We'll see if I can keep up the grind. Rapid is the event I go craziest in as well, because you don't care about stamina on Rapid, you just want to have fun. There's definitely a few like EXP places I will Rapid as well, like I'll do Ghastly Dragons for example. It's a decent experience on Rapid as well. It's Rapids are my favorite event. I always have lots of fun. Loot events are the most boring ones for me. I'm glad they're getting rid of those. I didn't like those. I never really hunt for profit, so it's just not really an event I'm interested in. Ooh, we've got the Zalaza boss spawning. Probably not gonna go though. I wanna EXP. Well, I have stamina. Double loot is hard to balance. Yeah, but it was only 3 days though. I don't think it's that big a deal that people made crazy profits 3 days a week. 3 days, you know, twice a year. On Nagu's Exori max or min? What the hell is that? Are those the virtues? What is Exori max or min? I don't know the spell names. Oh shit, I think I attacked this one. I'm gonna burn 2 minutes of stamina. Damn it, I wasn't paying attention. Yep, damn it. 2 minutes stamina wasted. Oh, night. God, I don't remember. It's been a long time since I hunted Nagas on the Nikkei. You probably go with Min, with the Executioner's Throw build though, so you can't do mass every time. You said you're going to go for Fist on double out. What magic level do you think you should stop going for ones and switch to Fist? About 45. Like, once you have 45, you just forget about it, I think. But that doesn't mean you should be only using ones to 45. But on every double event, you should have like 1 or 2 ones, I'd say, and then the rest Fist. That's how I'm doing it. But now I have 45 magic level, I don't care anymore. This guy's saying Exori Max again. I don't know what's Exori Max. What is Exori Max? Are you talking about Exori Mass? Because Max is not a thing. That's why I thought you may be talking about virtues on the Monk. Owen, subscribe with Prime. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome. Okay. Like I think if I was going to Nagas at this today in Azanike, I'd be using the Executioner's Throw wheel, which means I wouldn't have a tier 2 Exori Mass. So I'd be using Exori Mass every second rotation, and then every second rotation I'd be using Exori Min. That's probably what I'd be doing. And then using the Executioner's Throw, because that's very, very good. Yeah, the top right wheel, right, whatever that one is, and they get Executioner's Throw, right? Amp Core, I guess it's called. Vikland, also of the Prime sub. Thank you. Very pog. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. How's your grind going, Viklund? What level you are now? 420? How many Soulpits are you going to do today? I think only like 5 more. We're only doing 20 and we've been doing it for 15 minutes now, so I think there's probably about 5 more. I haven't been keeping count. There's only 20 total. How much should I pay for a Falcon sight? I think around 20kk is a good price. There's not that many places you're going to use it. How much was a soul weapon? 6.5k TC I paid for it, which turns out to be a great price. Somebody sold one for 10k TC today. I think I got a good price. Hopefully I'll be able to equip it tomorrow. Yeah, I know the feel, Viklund. I've been getting Nagas like every day for the past few days, and it's so, if you can get it, it feels bad not to, because of how crazy it is. But yeah, when I hit 400, I'm going to be testing a bunch of places. I have like 15 places on my list to test. So yeah, I'm not going to be going very hardcore in XP when I hit 400. I'm definitely going to slow down a lot. Making the videos for all the places and just testing a bunch of stuff, basically. Hey, Kusnier, would you rather have more viewers on YouTube or Twitch? Well, for me, YouTube is mostly a VOD place. You know, that's why I co-stream. Mostly so that I have a very convenient and easy place for automatic VODs. Whereas Twitch is, you know, the go-to actual streaming platform. So I guess the optimal outcome is for everyone to watch on Twitch live, and if they can't watch live, then they can watch the VODs on YouTube. That's kind of the setup I would optimally have. But of course, I know people also watch on YouTube, which is great. And I try to pick up a few questions from there now and then. But generally speaking, I use on YouTube as the sort of VOD platform for after the stream. Did anyone do the Sanguine one? Yeah, loads of them are available. I'm looking to buy one on a server today, actually. There's a couple for 120kk on a server in Brazil. I might be getting it. You think Pharaoh Ascendant Seals will be huntable solo for Monk? Some of them. Human, definitely. Plague, also definitely. Undead Dragons, also. I'm not sure about the Dark Torturers, because you don't have ice. And same with the Infernatal, you don't have ice, so it might be a bit dodgy. Yeah, some of them definitely will be huntable. I also have Sanguine Legs as well, by the way. Sanguine Trousers, they're just ready, they're waiting to be transferred. How much was Salkma? 6.5k TC for me, but the real price at the moment is closer to like 10k. Going up in price. D-Serp is about 1kk raw, level 90. Cool. Cool. Code Heart of Enlightenment is better than Dark Vision Bandana. I believe that now, when Virtue of Justice is the go-to virtue, then yes, Code Heart is probably better because you use Chain Penance 3 times in rotation. Oh yeah, the Jug Seal. Yeah, good point. Jug Seal would also be good for the Monk, probably, if you have Charms, which I guess I do. So we are going to be trying Jug Seal as well. It's probably going to be pretty crazy.
you think. Watch what you eat. Count all the calories. Sitting around like a letdown without a salary.
Is Monk bad at team hunts? No. It does like crazy damage, but does more damage than other vocations at the moment. Late game, he might not be as strong though. We're gonna have to see. Too early to say. Yes, I sold my Moonspade for 110 kk. It's like 100 kk plus though, running, so keep that in mind. There's another sold for like 150 kk as well. They're very, very expensive. Late as in like say 1k plus. I think I have this one. I already have this one. Never mind. Gets better at 70. 70 is when it gets really, really fun. What don't you like, Shaolin? Yes, at 70 the motivation really kicks in when you're just destroying everything. You think the third prey slot is worth? Yes, absolutely. If you're going to be actually playing if you're planning to play the character for a long time, third prey slot, just get it the sooner the better. Will you be playing on the new server? I'll create a character, but playing probably, not much. I'll mess around a bit, but this is going to be my main character for now. I think there's one more Soulpit after this, one or two more, so we're almost finished. Yes, I'm Polish. Patella. Cold Challenge has not very fun. It is good profit though. But yeah, I don't like hunting. There's also like 100 people there all the time. It's just horrible. At 50, maybe you can go Kazil, Ancient Scarabs. It's always free and reasonable experience. So that may be pretty fun. And, just get an Ancient Scarab Prey going. Should be pretty fast. Yeah, check out Kazil. Kazil, Ancient Scarabs. It goes pretty quick. Eldritch Moonspade until Soul Commas. Yeah, or the Infernal Claws. One or the other, both are fine. Moonspade kind of hard to get though, these days. Polish in disguise, yes. You could say that. I don't remember, look, just for profit hunts, just check here. There's loads. By level 200, there should be loads. Were Hyenas, I think, and Deeper Beneath are probably best. But I don't remember now. Just check Tibia Pal. I've got it all saved down. Alright, we're doing one more and then it's finished, I think. This is going to bring us to exactly 100 Animus Masteries, this one. What's your raw fighting fist skill? 104. 100 high scores, 4 from loyalty. Someone bought for 60kk, is it fair? 60kk is pretty cheap these days. I sold mine for 110, and then a week later it was resold for 150, so I think 100kk is like a fair price for the Moonspade. What, 24 KK on Secura Antica, really? Wow. Okay. Monk gear is still wildly expensive. Yep. Yep, especially all the sort of like soul gear, because people get reaching those levels slowly. And yet it doesn't exist very much. Yep. Alright, and Soulpit finished. Let's just send the guy his money, and we can go back to Iksupan. A GFB as a monk. You should bring a few. You should bring a few, but well, mostly just flurry of blows and your, great to tiger clash and double jab. If you have like 3 or 4 ancient scarabs, then between flurry of blows, with flurry of blows is on cooldown, then you can use GFBs, yeah. How much EXP did I do in mirror at 250? I think I went out 270. And I think I was doing about 5kk raw, 4.8, 4.9, 5kk raw. And then that went up to like 5.4 by level to 300 or so. Yeah, around 5kk raw. Hello, Rich. Hey. Oh, I don't know about transferring items. If you want to ask about transferring items, you should ask my friend Arva. He's got like a character on every server. He knows all about it and transferring for profit. You can ask him in my Discord. He's also an admin. Or you can, yeah, so you could join the Discord and ask him. I don't play around with transfers. I don't have enough time, so I don't know. But I don't know, like suspicious devices, lesser gems, stuff like that, maybe. But again, not an expert. How was the wedding? Yeah, it was good. It was only a short one because we went with kids. We went with kids, so we had to be back by like 8 PM to put the kids to bed. But yeah, it was good. Nice food, stuff like that. Good music, standard. You ready for next rapid? Yes, I'm ready. I've got the Friday off. I'm assuming Friday's gonna be rapid. I think they messed up the calendar. We'll see. Yeah, I think in calendar they put it like Saturday to Tuesday. But that must be a mistake, right? Must be a mistake. But yes, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be the first rapid on this character, so lots of stuff to do. Okay, I think we'll burn down the stamina. So 52 minutes of stamina, and then we'll probably finish. That should be enough to do the bestiary and the hunting task. 258, that's about an hour. Yeah, about an hour hunt and then we'll finish. Oh yeah, with Nunchaku Destruction, you won't be able to get 5kk raw. Yeah, 4.2kk raw with Nunchaku Destruction seems fine. You probably can't get much more than that. Yeah, you will need to upgrade to one of those energy weapons, like Lion Claws, Moonspade, and Fernark. Yeah, rapid starts on Saturday. I swear they must have messed up the calendar. No event has ever started on a Saturday. I reckon like some intern just messed it up. Isn't last stand better with how many mobs are there? Nope, not for the monk. I've tested both extensively rather. Let me look at my screenshot and at the results. So last stand, the entrance area for me is about 4.6kk raw, and this place here is about 5.2, 5.3. So that's about a 15% difference in favor of this place here, Occupied Sanctuary. $2k points and ones. Yeah, I'm gonna be burning all the ones. You know, not mess up the respawn, I'm gonna start the way I would use the teleporter. So I'm gonna start from this room so I don't mess up the respawn again. Is Soul Garb actually worth that much? Well, it's 2% physical protection extra, right? Everywhere. Not sure if it's worth that much. I mean, what's anything worth? I think 2% extra physical on an item that I'm going to be using everywhere is certainly something I want to have. But yeah, the Stoic X robe is very good. So if you have the Stoic X robe, you don't need the Soul Garb. I wanted it though. I really wanted it. Also, actually, I often hunt places with energy. So the reason why I want Soul Garb is because I can imbue it very easily with energy. Whereas you can't imbue the Stoic X robe with energy. Like for Falcons, for example, you know, I'm going to want the energy imbue, which I can't do on the Stoic X robe. You can do it on the Tanko, obviously, but I don't like the Tanko that much. Anyway, Rich, I'm definitely not going to be doing 2k points. I'm going to be doing probably 2 weapons a day, so 6 total, and then some bestiary on top of that. But not 2k points. The magic levels definitely help with sustain, Malcry, so yeah, you should definitely want some. I think 3-1. I think 2-1 probably makes more sense, right? It works nicely with the doubles. You can go 3-1, 6 fists. I think is if you're just skilling the whole weekend, I would probably do that. And then, you know, once you hit magic level 45, 50, something like that, you just stop. I don't think you need to do harder than that. That may change though. I may change my opinion on that. EXP boost? No. 90 TC. Uruks TV. Thank you for the prime sub. Welcome. No, I'm not doing another boost. My next boost would be 90 Tibia coins, so no thank you. Virtue of Justice over Harmony for solo hunting. Yes. Neon Hero. Yes. I'm using Virtue of Justice. Unless I'm hunting something with heavy physical protection. If something has heavy physical protection, if something's doing heavy physical protection, if something has heavy physical resistance, then I use Virtue of Harmony because then I'm not benefiting from the extra fist on my auto melee attacks. Can't find any Cobra Bio in the market. 30k offer, unlucky. Yep. Okay, fair enough, Mark. Right? Yeah, I guess it's not quite enough. There's not quite 24 hours in a day, right? With the server save and stuff. You want to mess around a bit sometimes as well. Sure. For a monk from scratch, how many charm points do you think are possible would be ideal to get in the rapid respawn event? Oh, 1,000. Like I think that's a lot to do. I think people do that when they go crazy on rapid. How would you think XP per hour monk is able to make at 260 on pirates? No clue. I never do that quest. because I hate it. I hate the access. So I don't know. But isn't Pirates like a profit respawn? So why would you care about experience there? I thought it was a profit respawn. Hello, PC Silo. Didn't know I stream on Twitch. I only started with the release of the Monk, really. I had a channel for a few years, but I rarely had the time with young kids. But yeah, I stream more regularly now. So yeah, welcome. It depends on the respawn chit kit. Like if you hunt in Rashomon, for example, then you want to be using USPs. But if you hunt in, I don't know, Summer Court or Winter Court, you can probably get away with using GMPs, right? Depends on the difficulty of the respawn. Looking for Mirror Grim alternatives with the Cobra BO, then you should go to Warzone 5. Warzone 5 or Were Tigers as well in Oskayat. Those are some solid respawns for that weapon. That's 250. At 250 Were Tigers, yeah, I did it at 250. It's pretty hard, but if you have Prismatic Ring, you know, they do energy and physical damage. With Prismatic Ring becomes very kind of doable. Oh yeah, I for those of you who haven't seen, I wrote a proposal on Tibia forums for adding peak raw experience per hour to the Hunt Analyzer, which I would love. It would really help my content creation, and I think everybody would quite be interested in that proposal. If it sounds like something you might be interested in or you would like, make sure to check it out and maybe just drop a +1 as a comment would be very appreciated. I would love to have that implemented in the game. What level you can hunt here with a knight with 110 skill? I think about 500 maybe. They do a lot of damage that you can't mitigate as easily on the EK. Yeah, I think 500 for an EK here, and probably still going to be pretty hard. A lot of scouts in this pool. Almost the whole box is scouts. Interesting. Variable respawn sometimes is quite funny. Is that 130 on loyalty high scores? 130 including like +5 from loyalty, Malcry. Still impressive regardless, but quite a big difference. Shema. Yeah, the monk, like I leveled up on like I got like level 90 on my second monk the other day, and it's so broken. Like he does such insane amounts of damage. Because I skipped that level range, didn't quite appreciate how strong like low level monk is once it gets like chain penance and stuff. It's mad, really mad. By the way, a few days ago when I was streaming, I was saying that I don't think the next nerf is going to be happening until mid-July, because I was expecting the next double event to be to be early July, and I thought they would wait with the nerf until after. But now that they've added this double loot event, double skill event in June, I think the next monk nerf has now been pushed up on the agenda to just after that. So I think after the event in June, after the double skill, I think monk nerf incoming then. Sorry. So we're probably about 3 weeks away from a nerf. Yeah, 300 is a nice milestone. Have you stopped after 130? Feel like you must have. That point is just so insanely expensive. EK farmer. Monk should be a farmer. Monk can make like crazy profits. It's so cheap to play it. Really love all the profits I can make on the monk. I'm making like 700-800k profit per hour on Nagas. It's just stupid. The best EXP spot that's not supposed to be profitable. Fair enough. I'm gonna be skilling until about 115 or 120 as well, and then it just becomes too unrealistic, and people complain that I have too high skills for my content and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna stop at that point as well. I think the Texo videos, some of them were fine, like him doing like crazy quests on those low-level characters. You know, it's kind of fun. It's using those high skills to his advantage to do content that would otherwise not be possible. But you know, doing like a hunt and making like a guide showcasing how much XP you can make on such a level, that was a little bit more like I wasn't so sure about that, but I did like his videos when, you know, he was doing like Pits of Inferno solo and like 100 EK and stuff. That was good. Oh. I mean, we've been overdue an energy axe free imbue energy axe for like years at this point. So I'm sure it's coming. That I haven't been playing EK for years, and I felt like I wanted it many years ago. So God knows what they're thinking. I mean, I don't. Hey, Mr. Schnills. Hey, I'm not gonna have some pocket secret respawns that aren't on Tibia Pal. Whatever I think of doing, I always list on Tibia Pal. So I'm afraid there's not going to be anything that I know about. Babstar, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Don't you use great manners when hunting? Yeah, I do. When I hunt something easy or when I'm not streaming. When I'm streaming, I prefer just not to have anything to really worry about with regards to mana sustain, and that lets me read the chat a little bit more and answer. But yes, absolutely, I could hunt here with great manners, no problem. Have you tried Savants and Furies on motor? I haven't. Does energy work there? Oh, I know why I don't think it's very good. It's because they summon the lurkers all the time, and Chained Penance prioritizes full health monsters. So anything that is summons, like the floating savants and the lurkers, the tendons, it's gonna suck because the Chained Penance is gonna be targeting all that. Those mostly. I suppose there's not that many monsters there, so maybe it's still okay, but that's an annoying mechanic for that. Still good EXP and good loot. I'll probably check it out at 400 then. I feel like this is probably too low level for it. I'll check it out at 400 with Soul Kamas. No problem, Markrai. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the cheer. Nice to see you as always. And yeah, hope you have a good time at work. Good day at work today. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye. Ah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Markrai. Always ever so kind. Appreciate it. Anything's fine. TCs are fine. Cheers are great. Subs are great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. What equipment do I suggest for Suramura for 250 monk? Probably the X robe with a death imbuement and vampirism. It's better than Oyori. But if you don't have that, then obviously Oyori is the only other option. Dwarven armor, also okay with death imbuement. And Moon Spade for the weapon is a must-have. You need an energy weapon, really. You can go with Destruction, but it's very... it's nowhere near as good. 5k K-Brawl. Monk is a joke. Don't be mad, bro. It's just a player. It's not the vocation. Monk is fine. I could do it on every vocation here. was the best wheel now after all the nerfs. Personally, I'm a fan of Virtue of Justice with the chained penance wheel, so +1 to chain penance. Feels very, very good to me. Plays butter smooth, very comfortable, very easy to execute build. Yeah, that's what I'm running at the moment. And also lets you have loads of plus HP mini perks, which makes it very safe as well. For team hunting, Harmony is probably still better, maybe. Very close at least. Bonefit, no, Moon Mirror, yeah. As the other guy said, Moon Mirror is best for the light slot. Can EKs do 5kk raw here? I'd be shocked. I mean, I remember when I hunted here on a paladin, like level 500, when I had damage prey on the seer, I like peaked at like 4.8kk raw or something. So with a damage prey, I was able to do similar numbers on a paladin 200 levels higher. I don't know if the EK can do him. Maybe, I mean, maybe. The EK has good energy damage as well. Yeah, monks, EKs can probably do 5kk raw here on like high level, but not at 350. Or 390 even now, still. Needs much higher level than the EK. Hey up. Hey up, Angel. All good, all good. We did some Soulpit. We've got 3% Animus Mastery now, total. Not on this spawn. We don't have anything on this spawn. We've completed 100 Soul Cores, so, you know, slowly progressing. And just finishing Bestiary on Mitma Scouts now. Rolled a free Mitma Seer Prey this morning, so yeah, making use of that. Pretty good. Pretty good. I have Bruce items for Fist Imbues, so... Which items are you talking about? Broch. Oh, bro, you mean the brocaded stuff? This stuff from here? Don't know. Maybe they wanted this respawn to become more popular. Maybe they did think that this respawn is very good, but no one hunts here. So, you know, let's force people to hunt here to realize what a great respawn this is. I think once monks hit slightly higher level and more of them are capable of hunting here, then I think the prices maybe will drop a bit, because I think this is a really good spot for the monk and people will start hunting here. And you know, you drop like 20 per hour. Which is quite a lot. I mean, how many would you like to drop here per hour? And I mean, 20k for like such a high demand imbue at the moment is not, it's not like an outrageous price, right? It's cheaper than like Gloom Fur. Oh, in my server, Gloom Fur is more expensive. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, maybe they could just, yeah, they could improve the drop rate, sure. I mean, I'm not against it, but I think it's fine. It's only, you know, you can only have one of those imbues anyways. It's not like they're not like mana imbues, right, which you need 2 of. What are the other items? Like, look, you've got the tarantula eggs, right? Which are super cheap, like 200 gold. And you've got the mantassin tails, which actually are very cheap as well, right? They, at least on my side, they're only like 1k, I think, down to 2k or something. So, you know, I think it's fine that one of the items isn't so cheap. Poledosa. For the monk? I don't think so. It's not the route I would take myself. Is that for the new server maybe that you're thinking of? I mean, worms are best from 50 to 60, but I wouldn't be hunting worms after level 60. And also Mariana Gargoyle is not sure. It's okay. I prefer Corums though. Corums would definitely be a better experience for me on that level. Both upper spike and okay. Hello. Beast Cherry. Reported. Lion Claws for 25kk. Depends if you have any other items. If you don't have another energy item for the monk, then yeah, get those claws for 25kk, because that's not a super high price, but you desperately need at least one energy weapon in that level range for the monk. If you have the if I had the moonspade, I wouldn't be buying the lion claws, but if you don't have any weapon in energy, then yeah, get those claws for 25kk. That's a fine price. What kind of skills are considered really good for RP? Oof. I mean, that is a very subjective question. I think 130 base dist is very good. And 35 magic level. I mean, 130 dist and 35 magic level aren't really comparable. Like, 130 dist is very good. 35 magic level is like, okay, it's pretty good. Like, the 130 dist is much better than for 35 magic level. 130 dist is like 40 magic level equivalent, I'd say. But yeah, I would not be that dist is very good. The magic level, if you like a proper whale who like really wants really good top characters, that 35 magic level can probably be upped a bit. But the dist is fine for sure. Yeah, Frank Drunk, that's pretty good summary, although from level 70, you've already got better options than the water elementals. At level 70, you can go like Kusnier, you can go Nightmare Kralos, and those places are going to be better than the water elementals as well. But yeah, overall, you know, you're going to be happy doing water elementals until level 80. Overall, Moonspade is better than Lion Claws. Yes, it's the more offensive option. Which, you know, generally speaking in Tibia, more offensive option is usually better. Is it hard to get access to hunt here? No. It takes about an hour, maybe. And most of that is going to be hunting for a ritual X chalice that you can use in the quest. Otherwise, the quest itself is like 10 minutes. Yeah, the access here is not very bad. The difficulty is, I guess, is you have to do the Vanguard, the boss, to actually get the shortcut on those teleporters there at the end. And you know, he hits a lot with like energy UE, so you need like shockwave, you need the energy ring, you need to kind of know what you're doing with the boss to survive it. If you know what you're doing, though, it's not a hard quest. I had access here like 320 or something with no problems. Does Monk only have like these wave AoE shaped spells? Yes, basically, yeah. Like, yeah, it's a waving character. He does have chains. He also has a chain. So, you know, you target a creature and it like chains to a few nearby monsters. But actually, that is probably the best ability that the Monk has at the moment, so... Yes, Monk has chains plus waves. Yeah, this quest hard and long. Very good spot for 500 MS. Yeah, this is a good spot for 500 MS as well. Because they're weak to energy, so yeah, as an MS, if you're level 500, you can definitely do access to this spot. And you can do more than 4kk raw. I know people do about 5kk raw here on an MS as well. So yeah, if you're 500 MS, you should look up this quest, Adventures of Galfin quest. And yeah, you're going to have a good time here. Not like a top tier spawn, but it's pretty good. Isn't that a disadvantage to other full AoE vocations? Yes, indeed. The expectation Teruel is that at high level, the Monk will fall off because of the lower AoE, because he won't be able to hit as many monsters as other vocations. So yes, that's considered the main risk associated with high level monks. So we're going to have to see how it works out, but yeah, it's potentially going to be weak at higher levels. Is your favorite vocation you've played? Yes, it's perfect vocation for my playstyle and how I like to play Tibia. So super happy. It's very smooth to play for me. I love not having to use runes because I hate using runes on a paladin. So very happy not to have to use runes. I don't like the way item cooldowns interact in Tibia. It just creates this sort of like awkward feedback where it just doesn't feel good to use runes in Tibia, in my opinion, with the way other like potions and stuff works. Of course, you get used to it, right? It's not rocket science, but I don't like it. And if I can play a vocation that doesn't have to use runes, then I'm happy. Looks like we finished the scout bestiary. Oh, so we've got all the monsters now in Deeper Iksupan complete. We just have a hunting task though on the scouts as well. So I kind of want to finish that so I don't have to come back here. So we're going to see in a minute how many we still need. Yeah, we still need 125. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, Ronin, I agree. But, you know, they can't just let him be an absolute menace and broken in the early and mid game, right? He has to have some sort of weakness, which currently seems like it's going to be his late game. But I don't think Tipsoft necessarily wants that, so I think they will keep nerfing like ways of his power in like early game and buffing his late game. I think that's what's going to be happening. So I'm hoping will happen. We'll see. What am I collecting points for? Nothing. I'm just a bestiary hunter. I like doing bestiaries. I'm not sure what I'm going to get next. Either wound or overpower. I'm already starting to get quite, you know, I have over 5,000 health at this point with all the gems and stuff. So that's already a reasonable amount for overpower. And overpower will just start getting better and better with levels. So that's probably something I'm going to want to get anyway. I think I'll first get wound. You know, cheap 600 point ability. Charm. Not sure yet. I haven't really thought about it. I just like doing bestiaries. I don't like leaving places before I finish the bestiary. So that's why we're doing bestiary here. Well, yes, so he does have little physical protection, but it's not that noticeable because of his kiting playstyle. So the monk is very fragile if he gets, you know, powiedz coś po polsku. If he gets boxed when he didn't mean to be, like if you're like kiting in like a difficult respawn, and you get boxed, then you just die. Yeah, that is I guess a weakness of the monk, but that shouldn't really happen to experienced players. And even so, he has ways of getting out of boxes with, like, you know, focus serenity, focus harmony, and like the powerful spenders. But yeah, definitely he feels squishy with regards to like his physical protection when he gets like caught in a box of 8 monsters, right? If you get like boxed by 8 falcons, let's say when you're hunting Falcon Eagle, I mean, you're in trouble, right? They deal a lot of damage, and you don't have that much protection against them. So that is a solid weakness of the monk. But probably, you know, how rarely that should happen in theory. It's not enough of a weakness to make him just broken and super powerful otherwise. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that he's like really strong and really fun to play, and I would be super happy if he wasn't nerfed again, but also I don't think it's very healthy for long-term health of Tibia for a vocation to be just so strong at a particular level range, because, you know, it annoys everybody else. Like, if I wasn't playing the monk, I'd be raging. I'd be one of those keyboard warriors on the forums, you know, calling tips off down, saying that he destroyed the game and stuff. But because I am one of those monk players, I'm happy. So yeah. I'm sure it would be very frustrating to see the monk do everything so easily compared to other vocations at this level. How good is Monk CO? It's in the virtue of sustain, I think it's about the same power as the druid, but it's 2 seconds, right, instead of 1 second. So it's not as easy to use, not as common to use. The cooldown's longer. But outside of virtue of sustain, I think it's a bit weaker. It's still pretty strong though. It's valid. It's valid to use, certainly. But it's not like a strict replacement for the druid. Hang on a minute. We popped NPC food just to be safe because we had a lot of scouts here. I got a little bit unsure about how this is gonna go. Let's pull these out to reset the room. His mass res sucks. Oh, does it? I haven't tested it much. Is it much weaker than Druid mass res? I assume it'd be about similar power. You know, his mass res is a spender, so you're probably supposed to use it with like 5 charges, right? That's probably the intended power level. But no one wants to do that because then you give up your damage, right? Yes, exactly. So yeah, but then giving up your harmony charges for a strong mass res feels bad, right? You don't really want to be doing that. It's a bit of a dilemma. It looks like we may be able to get another level actually today. I didn't think we would, but it looks like we will hit 395. And then tomorrow, 400. And then it's going to be really fun to test all the soul gear. I honestly have such a long list of places I want to try. I'm open for ideas as well. I'll definitely be streaming and testing a bunch of places. So if you guys will have any suggestions, we'll be going there. Because I think once I hit 400, probably for the next week or so, I'm not really going to be focused on like experience anymore. I will just be focusing on testing a bunch of stuff. So if that's of interest to you, then you'll probably like the streams over the next week or so. As there's been all solo hunts, yes. The only time I didn't solo hunt is when someone boosted me on Gazer Spectres on like day one, right? I was boosted to like level 100 basically, just to skip the really boring part. But other than that, yeah, I've been solo hunting since then. And you know, not even like the most efficient solo hunting. I've been doing a bunch of like testing and bestiary and stuff as well. I've not just been hunting Nagas and Mirror for like the past month. Hey, do you think Monk is a better solo class or Paladin is? It very much depends on the level range you're talking about. The Monk is far, I think that's enough fars. Far better than the Paladin on like lower levels. Like the Paladin sucks until like level, 400 or so. Monk is way better, but then Paladin scales better. And, at level 1000, 1500, 500, stuff like that, Paladin is much better than the Monk. So it really just depends on what level range you're thinking about. But the Monk starts way, way stronger. Yeah, if you only play, like I'm a surprisingly a fairly casual player. Like I don't get to high levels because I get a bit bored. I don't like grinding too much. Repetitive respawns for like months at a time. But if you're a player who like reaches, maybe level 500, 600 on the characters, then the Monk is amazing. It's by far the best vocation that you're gonna get, because it's really, really strong in that level range. But if you're a real hardcore gamer who wants to be hunting rotten blood and stuff like that, then maybe the Monk is going to start falling off by that point, and maybe that's not for you. But if you just want to do some easy profits in the mid-level, fun, feel strong, then yeah, the Monk is truly excellent for that. I think the Paladin probably overtakes the Monk around like level 1000, maybe like level 800 or so. I think until like level 800, the Monk is probably going to be stronger. Been pretty unlucky with the loot this particular refill. We've only got 9 gold brocaded cloths in 44 minutes. Generally speaking, I'd expect about 15 by now. which is why the profit is a little bit lower than usual. I mean, the profit's still fine, right? We're still looking at solid like 600k per hour, which, you know, can't complain about, but it is pretty low for this place. Generally, I'm looking at about 800k profit per hour here, with the average drop of the gold brocaded cloths. Tomorrow we'll hopefully do a stream in the day, about 2:30 p.m. Polish time, maybe. That would be the goal, but no promises. We're gonna have to see. Gonna have to see how busy of a day I'm having at work, if I'm able to take a quick break. If not, then we'll do an evening stream. But that's gonna have to be seen tomorrow. I would like to hit level 400 on a stream. That would be a bit of a milestone, but not sure if that's going to be possible. Depends if we're streaming in the afternoon or in the evening. So I don't think I'll be able to hit 400 in the afternoon. I think it's going to have to be evening tomorrow. We'll see. I'm really looking forward to it for sure. I've got so many items. Like, I have the hat, Afro-coned hat. I have the soul garb, the ring, and the kamas. I have 4 items that I'm going to upgrade, or are going to be a very big upgrade at level 400. So really excited. I still don't have the boots. I still need to get the boots. But I don't think the boots are like a tremendous upgrade. So I'm waiting for the price to drop a bit. And I've already got the sanguine trousers as well, which I think are going to be very, very nice. And I don't yet have the sanguine claw, the level 600 weapon. Still feels like level 600 is so far away that I'm not so bothered about it. But if a cheap pair comes up, I guess I'll pick it up, because I mean I will hit that level 400 probably about 600, about 2 months from now, maybe 2.5. What do I think would be the top experience solo monk high level? Ooh. Dragons, definitely going to be good. Maybe one of the libraries, maybe like energy library, fire library. Yeah, maybe energy library. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't play that much on the level 800 monk on the test server. I played more on the 400 because I knew that was going to be the level range that, you know, I hit quick sooner. I don't know. It's interesting. We're going to find out, right? I'm going to get to that level almost certainly on stream and test it all out. I know that definitely the Zao dragons will be good. But I feel like there may be some secret spots for the monk that other vocations can't do, just because of the nature of the monk. Yeah, like maybe energy library or something might be very good if people optimize for it. these monsters don't fit. It looks like they fit in front of it. Yeah, they're supposed to be all like from another dimension. But yes, I agree. I actually think those two monsters, Mitmar Sea and Mitmar Scout, they look out of place in Tibia. When I saw them like announced, I thought they looked like really stupid. I got used to it now, but yeah, they look very, very stupid. And they are supposed to be from like another dimension. They're not supposed to be from the Tibian continent. They're supposed to like have come from some another dimension, whatever the hell that means. So yeah, they do look a bit different. Maybe bull tours with earth weapon. I don't think so. I tested it on the. I don't think it's gonna be that good of an experience. It'll be fine, but I don't think it's gonna be like top peak one experience. I tested it on the test server on the 800 and it didn't feel that great. Sustain was a bit iffy, but maybe I was just playing it badly. It's possible. I don't know that respawn very well. How does Monk work on a team hunt? He's just a DPS, mostly. He can do a bit of healing, of course, but he's mostly just treated as a DPS, from what I've seen. Yeah, but and yeah, so the Monk is not like super duper efficient. But he still hits a lot of monsters with all of his abilities and his spenders and stuff. So if he's played well, he's still gonna hit a lot of monsters. And you know, he has high damage. But you know, all endgame team hunts have like high density, so even if Monk doesn't excel at a high density respawn, he's still going to be hunting high density respawns at a high level, because there's just nothing else. What's the spell rotation you're doing at the moment? I'm using Virtue of Justice with a Chain Penance. We also focus on Chain Penance, and then I'm just using 3 times Chain Penance in my rotation, 1 times Greater Flurry of Blows, and 1 times regular Flurry of Blows, and then the Spender. So basically the rotation is like this: Chain, Greater Flurry, Chain, regular Flurry, Chain, Sweep and Takedown, and repeats. Thoughts on Flimsy and Venora at like 400? Yeah, it's going to be fine. I tested it. It was about 6kk raw on the test server. So yeah, we're going to be testing it as well with the Soul Mass. It's not great because they're quite strong to physical, which is annoying, and also like 80% to energy. So the elements don't really work in our favor at Flimsy. It's still fine though. Still fine. How does the EK Monk compare to the EK in terms of profit? The Monk has like insane profit in the levels of 250 to 400. Like there's like 5-6 places that I've gone to where I can reliably make 1kk profit per hour, which is just, I don't know. That's higher than any other vocation by like a significant margin. The profit on the Monk is even crazier than the experience on the Monk, I think. That people don't care as much about the profit, so it doesn't get talked about as much. But I think it's insane. Need a drink. Let me just get some more water. Be back in a sec. Duo Monk plus RP 350 plus. You could probably already consider Nagas. But from the top of my head, I don't know. Nagas is definitely an option. Although the Paladin will struggle a little bit. If you want an actual answer to that, Angel, I recommend you join my Discord and you ask him there, because you know, on a stream I'm not going to come up with like good ideas. If you ask in the Discord, I'll be happy to answer that and have an actual think about it off stream. I'm sure there's a few places where it would make sense. Hello Vord. Hello. Did you see tips off the tower on a new balance designer? Yeah, and not even just a regular balance. They're like a lead one, right? Like a new lead product owner or something. Yeah, I saw. I hope Nyados isn't leaving. Love Nyados. We'll see. We'll see what happens. How is your BP? Hang on a minute. Oh, my field of view. I have a massive monitor, 32 inches. So yeah, that's how. I just have a very, very big monitor with high resolution, which lets me fit a bunch of backpacks and analyzers in. I basically bought this monitor for Tibia so that I could have a bunch of backpacks and analyzers, because I really like having everything open. There we go, 395. 5 more tomorrow, and we've got it. We've got the fabled level 400. F590 for Tibia. I think the FPS issues had to be really bothering you. You bought a 590 for Tibia, and then Tipsoft fixed the FPS issues in the patch after that. GG. Unlucky. Well, Vord, I think what I would do is I would run the Tibia Power exercise weapons calculator, see how much it would cost to go from 114 to 121 on double skill, and a dummy, and make my judgment based on that, because the levels don't really matter. Like 238 to 357, that's, you know, whatever, it's gonna be fast. But how much that skill is worth, I don't know from the top of my head. I imagine it's a lot more than 900 TC, but yeah, I double check. I'm only going to be hunting another couple of couple of laps. If you remind me, then when we go back to town, I can check for you. And make my judgment whether 900 TC was worth it for that upgrade. Alright, we almost finished though, and we probably won't be streaming this place again for a very long time. How many more do we need? 14. Let's see if we can do it in one more lap. We might need to do 2 laps. Do the virtues have any significance at low level, or it's whatever? They do. They do have significance. It's worth. I use the virtue of sustain on lower levels when using runes. So when you go upgrade to runes from level 30 or even 28 if you want to use Thunderstones, then you should be using the virtue of sustain. It makes it much comfier to like be running around Corums and GFB and them and stuff while getting like crazy strong Exuras. You definitely want to be using virtue of sustain then. And for everything else, you want to be using Virtue of Justice at the moment. You know, that extra fist fight you get from it is very significant and it makes your spells do and auto attacks do a lot more damage. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not like super complex or super amazing, but yeah, you do want to be in the right one for whatever it is that you're doing and the level that you're at. Do you think level 200, 300 characters are worth much if they have poor skills? No. Unless it's a brand new server, they're not worth anything. Or like very, very little. Ended up with 700k profit in 1 hour. I guess we picked up a bit on the gold brocaded cloths. Let's have a look. We have 14 in an hour. So yeah, we picked up a bit. We looted a bit more in the last 15 minutes. Not that hard to reach 300 now. Well, I mean, I have level 395 after playing for, you know, 40, what is it? It's in the titles, 41 days now, is it? So yeah, no, it's not very hard. It still takes, you know, it still takes a fair amount of time, but there's just so many characters of that level that it's just not worth anything. The skill is still worth something. Like if you have an offline train level, you know, 300 with 120 plus skill, it's still worth a fair amount. Extra 8% crit makes work. Yeah, I guess I've not been paying that much attention to it, but yeah, I suppose it must do. The 10%, I'm going to be upgrading to the 10% from the Soul Gear stuff soon, tomorrow. Alright, let's see if, have we done it? Yeah, we've done it, excellent. Okay, we can leave then. Just finish this box, I guess. And we can go. We don't have stamina, so I guess we can just quickly kill this guy. I suppose it's no harm in doing some boss cherry, even as we're on orange stamina anyway. Plan is to get Savage Blow, Low Blow for the charms of my new EK. I'll pass dodge, yes. Good choice. No dodge. Oh yes, people have loads of offline training characters. I think it's probably a pretty good idea to have monks, you know, skilled offline now, because there aren't any monks, pre-skilled monks, right? So if you create an account now with like 15 monks now, and skill them for like 5 years, they're probably going to be worth a fair amount at that point. Did you play with Moonspade? Yes, very good. Very good. Just as good as Infernal Claws, to be honest. Here we go. 8 diamonds. How much are those worth? 15k and he dropped 8 of them. Okay. Alright. Decent. Yeah, dodge is not good. Dodge is not good. I have it recommended in my EK Charms guide and I regret it a lot. Things have changed since then though. Leveling your noob characters. Sorry, Kieran. Oh, Ozkiss with the Prime sub. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, Ozkiss. All right. I guess we don't re-roll this now because I'm not playing anymore. I'll just re-roll it for free tomorrow. Here, by the way, I've got Crazed Winter Rear Guard that I want to use tomorrow. Tomorrow, if we stream in the day, it's probably going to be Winter Court if I can get it because I really want to use this up. That's going to be nice. Probably going to be like blowing up Winter Court at this level now. Haven't been there in like 50 levels. No problem, Muskers. No problem, no problem. Appreciate it. But didn't you change your recommendations in another video? Yes, that's true. Oh, Angel of the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I suppose I did make the follow-up best charm guide, like updated charm guide after the minor charms were added. And in that video, I do shit a bit on the dodge charm. So yeah, hopefully people do watch that. I'm gonna have to go and do the bestiary on the cursed apes soon, I think. But I do have a few of these chalices, and they do expire after some time. Is dodge charm good in team hunt though? Not really. I mean, it's is good dodge charm good in team hunt? I mean, it makes it safer for you, but I still wouldn't get it. I mean, unless you have like absolutely everything. I still think you prefer damage in team hunts as well. At least I do. Oh, look at all this gear. Look how beautiful it is. Let me equip it. Oh, I can't. Oh, you can equip the weapon, but you can't equip the other items. Okay. Look at that. Okay, it's beauty. Ah, I can't wait to equip it properly. Is Twitch lagging? Ooh. Is it? It's not me, right? It's Twitch. I hope. My connection seems okay, so I hope it is just Twitch. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter too much because I'm gonna be dropping soon anyway. I suppose we do have the hype train level 1 for another 2 minutes 50. It's not right to be quitting on a hype train. So apparently it's highly discouraged to quit on a hype train. So I guess we'll wait for 2 minutes, see if it runs down, and then we're gonna end the stream. But yeah, basically we did finish this. Let me actually accept it. There we go. That's done. 352 hunting task points. Yeah, that's actually something, by the way. I don't know if many of you caught it, but in one of the last test servers, Tipsoft tried to link the hunting task points, so this stuff from this, with the bestiary reset, with the charm reset, and then after the blowback, they backed down and they didn't do it. But that tells me that they are thinking about these points and they want to use the hunting task points in something else that's not just like the outfits and the discoverer outfit or whatever it is. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if in this summer update, hunting task points will be used as a currency in some sort of content. I feel like they may fit that in somewhere. It's just that's why I've started doing them ever so slowly. Just start doing them just so I have some, you know, on day one. Maybe not. And yes, I have 8k charm points because this was a rooked character. So I bought the character and rooked it, and then it keeps boss points and bestiary points. I had about 6,000 when I rooked him, so I've already got like an extra over 1,000 since I became a monk. Now you'll make me play this game even more because of tasking. Sorry. I wouldn't worry about it. Like I'm not like worrying about it. If something comes up that I'm hunting, you know, I'll pick it up and I'll do it. But I wouldn't freak about it. I wouldn't freak about it. I just feel like they'll either rework in some way or it's going to be used in something else. The fact that they wanted to put it into the game in the recent update, even though they haven't touched it in like since it was released, you know, I'm thinking that they thinking about it for some reason. So maybe. All right, cool. The hype train died, which is kind of good because now I can end my stream. Happy to take some raid requests. Let's have a look. Ooh, I definitely owe Mazarin a raid. So I guess we're just gonna go to Mazarin. Let's see what he's doing, unless he's ending his stream now. No, he's hunting, and he's got another 2 hours of stamina. So yeah, we'll be going to Mazarin. That's it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I guess just to end there, thank you very much everybody for watching. As always, appreciate you all a lot. It's been a very cool stream today. Did a Soulpit, finished the bestiary on the mid-Mars. They're all officially fully done. This will be very good, by the way. I don't know if you remember, but in Devil Vorga event, they changed it last year where you have extra dimensional creatures, i.e. all this stuff with like extra 15% experience after the event. So these will become very, very good after the Devil Vorga event. Very cool. Venom, if you're... Message me in Tibia if you're online on Nevi and I'll send you the link. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, as always, thanks everybody for being here. Tomorrow's stream, we'll see. I'm not entirely sure when it's going to be, either in the afternoon or in the evening, but we'll do a stream tomorrow as well. So yeah, thank you everybody for being here and hopefully see you tomorrow. Now we're going to raid Mazarin, also known as Party Rocker 62. Probably the best paladin in the game. So yeah, go say hello, enjoy some high quality content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.